Are ads good for small businesses? Those businesses that are just starting out, or maybe those people who are trying to figure out e-commerce or drop shipping or any kind of business. Is running ads good for them? Now, I created most of my videos teaching people how to do ads in social media. In fact, my first video here on YouTube is about a full tutorial on Facebook ads. Right now, I also created some videos about TikTok ads and maybe in the future LinkedIn ads because that's what I'm doing for clients. I'm a freelance marketer right now. I grew my own small business after serving my clients well during the pandemic. So that was 2020 when I started freelancing, and then I figured out, ooh, what if I build my own business? And then that was in January 2021 when I founded Bakas. It's a social enterprise for mental health, and basically it's an apparel brand that right now we're trying to transition to better. I think so. Right now we're in the transition mode. I basically grew my small business from the application of what I do with clients, and that is through Facebook ads. So the moment that we have launched Bakas Apparel, well, one of our first customers are actually some of our friends. But then when I saw that there's actually an opportunity there, I immediately tested it out with Facebook ads. We were lucky because we've got some orders from Facebook ads that time. And it was just very manual and basic messaging ads. And then we just reply with every how much question every single minute because there are a lot of inquiries. Now I think it's not anymore ideal to do what I did before. And here is why. Ads are an accelerator, not an initiator. And in my 3 key points in this video, I'm going to share with you why I think that. And I'm basing this from my recent experiences with growing my own business and also serving clients trying to grow their small businesses on social media. Number one is there are already test friendly platforms. I just call them that because the reason why this is something very phenomenal for small businesses right now, it's because platforms are not anymore chronological or something that's like whoever you follow, most of content that you would be consuming would be their content. Before, that's how Facebook was until TikTok came and offered a new kind of consuming content, which is based on interest. It feeds us content that is aligned with our current interests. And when I say current interest, I say that because our interests change. And that's why most of our For You page content are actually changing for like almost every day. It depends on the recent videos that we have engaged with, or maybe based on the other activities that we're doing on our phone. There are test-friendly platforms right now that would enable you to reach strangers, not even followers only, not like the early Facebook before. And you can leverage that, you can take advantage of that before you run an ad. And the purpose is to see if what you are selling is something that people want or something that your target audience wants to pay you for, right? So test-friendly platforms like TikTok. So that's number one. Use test-friendly platforms, especially those that are interest-based. But right now, I really recommend TikTok, especially if you are in e-commerce, because there's TikTok Shop and you can test your products there. And I'll be talking more about third-party marketplaces on the third point. But on the second point first. Second point, building an audience as a personal brand gives us the flexibility on what business to do or what product to offer, what service to offer. A certain person that has an audience presents so much possibilities, right? I know a lot of creators who have started creating free content or entertaining content. And right now, because of their audience, they've tried to build a business because they want it to become sustainable and give them income, not become starving artists. Even in established businesses right now, or even those that are just starting out, CEOs are becoming more transparent. CEOs are becoming more visible. CEOs are becoming the face of their own brands, right? Like, for example, Nina of Colorit, which is on TikTok. Nina is basically the face of Colorit. That's who people correlate with the brand. And Nina is just one example. There are a lot more brands or companies right now that are using their CEO faces as the face of the brand. And I think that's a very phenomenal way of marketing. And I am actually promoting that. And that's the reason why I'm trying to grow my personal brand also, because I would like to somehow prepare my audience or educate my audience. Aside from the things that I know and I learned from building my own business, you would also be familiar with the business that I'm trying to build, right? Or the business that I'm trying to scale right now, which is my social enterprise, Bakas. The point number 3, which I've already mentioned earlier, is that there are huge third-party marketplaces right now where you can do the testing. Okay? You don't even have to run ads for your product idea yet. But instead, if you have the inventory already, what you can do is you can upload to these third-party marketplaces. If you're in the Philippines, it might be TikTok Shop. I would really recommend TikTok Shop, Shopee, Lazada, or if you're not from the Philippines, maybe Amazon. There are new ones right now like Temo and even more marketplaces. So these are third-party marketplaces. These are not like totally free marketplaces because you'll be paying platform fees when you get a sale. But this is a nice venue for you to do the testing because people are there, right? So your target audiences are there, a bunch of groups of audiences that I would not say that your audience might not be there, but here's the thing, okay? Because there are a lot of sellers there, the competition is very high. But again, I'm making a point here that there are other options than, just running ads for a small business, right? There are other ways for you to test out if a product really would sell. Now, as a conclusion, here are my 3 points again. So another 3 points. First, start where your audience is without the goal of selling immediately. Now, I know I've already mentioned the third-party marketplaces. Yeah, yes, the goal is to sell there, right? But what I'm pertaining to here are social media platforms where you can build a brand without even selling anything yet. Your own audience will support you and you will find them as they will find you. So you build your own audience. Okay? So whatever it is that you want to create or you're interested or you're passionate about, like just like this video, I'm stuck over the past months because I've really started and somehow built my personal brand around advertising. But right now, I don't know, maybe I went through a stage where I just ran out of ideas of sharing because I basically shared almost everything and I don't want to create repetitive content. I just want to share my journey as a young entrepreneur. And through this video, I'm somehow building my audience and preparing you and knowing more about you so I could maybe launch another business in the future, right? Or maybe scale my own business right now with you as customers. So I still don't know that. I'm still continuing the testing mode. This is very, very important. You need to find a lower risk way of doing it. That's why I shared with you earlier some in my key points. There are third-party marketplaces out there. There are interest-based platforms that you can, build your audience in. You need to find a way to maybe gain some capital because money is always like a hindrance for many of us. Find a way that you would have a lower risk of earning initial capital for that dream business of yours. And I think this is the idea where I really built my own business right now, because when I started in the pandemic freelancing, I just have my laptop, and then, well, I bought Wi-Fi and bought load for that Wi-Fi because I lived in the province before. Freelancing is a very low risk of trying to earn money. It takes time and it takes so much experience for you to make it sustainable and stable source of income. But you can use it to build your dream business, like to find capital or to earn capital for your dream business. That's what I did for my own business. I hope you learned something from this video. Let me know in the comment section. Please subscribe, like this video if it's helpful, and comment. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye-bye.